Here is our main app file, which is the class app_main. If you don't have exercise files, the best place to start is by using one of the files from one of the other apps that we made. So take the main class file from another app that we made and then modify it to match this. That way you'll have the least amount of work rather than starting from scratch. So we have these classes that are imported. Notice that the class extends list activity. The default Android class to extend is just activity, so make sure that you extend list activity. Then we have a list of properties, it's the same as before, and then I have static properties for each of the XML fields. So if you don't have those, I recommend creating them now because we're going to be using them in multiple places. The onCreate method is pretty much the default at this point. And then on list item click, I have most of it commented out. And this is going to be the handler for when a list item is clicked. We're going to look at how to handle that in another movie. And I have the load data method to load the file data.xml. And I'm loading it by calling the document builder parse method and passing in getassets.open and then passing in the name of the file so we can parse that file. And I have all of the XML elements added here just as before, and then get tag value, which you have also seen before. So let's go at the bottom of onCreate. What we're going to do is take the titles array and then put that in that list so that we have a list view with all the titles from our XML. So the thing that we need to do first is to get a string array, and then we'll put it in there. So type string, capital S, and then some brackets, and we'll call this titles _str. And we'll set it equal to titles dot to array, capital A. And in the parentheses after to array, we're going to get the length of our titles array list by typing new space string and then brackets. So new string array, and the length is going to be titles dot to array after the parentheses dot length. So we create the array, and it's the length of the titles array list. And then we go to the next line, and we'll use that. So type this.set list adapter. And then here we pass in new space array adapter, capital A, capital A. And then less than and then a greater than sign, and in there, we'll define it as a string. And then in the parentheses after that, pass in this, comma, and then android.r.layout.simple list item 1 separated by underscores, then a comma, and then titles _str. I'll just end that statement with a semicolon and go to the next line. So what we're doing here is we're just taking that title string and then putting it inside of our list. So here, this android.r.layout.simple list item 1 just refers to the layout for the list items in the list. And now we'll save and test the app. And here's the simulator, and you should see the app launching in the simulator. And here I have all of my XML data. So it's appearing in that list view. So now we've taken that XML data that we created and we successfully used it to populate a list.